This video is about 30 minutes long. In the beginning, you may hear terms you will not understand, like autoresponders, lead capture pages, webinars, etc. If you are patient though, by the end everything will be crystal clear. If you don't have the time to watch the entire video right now, I suggest you stop and watch it later. The method we use combines three market trends: the virtual products, the so-called sales funnels, and internet marketing. Internet marketing, or rather online network marketing, is the MLM in which we don't use so much the traditional ways of prospecting and building a network, writing a list of friends and relatives, cold calling acquaintances and strangers, personal and group business plans, home presentations, meeting at hotels, and so on. But we use the internet to find new prospects and also to train our team. In online network marketing, we use webinars for training, lead capture pages to find prospects, autoresponders to communicate and cultivate interest, training online videos. At this point, I should probably explain what's a lead capture page and an autoresponder. Lead capture page is a one-page website that serves two purposes. On the one hand, they inform strangers about what we do using a short video, some text, or both. And on the other hand, they collect contact information of everyone who is interested in what we are doing. This way, we end up talking only with those people who are indeed interested in what we do. We avoid in a great degree the rejection that naturally comes from cold calling, and we save our time and energy for people who really deserve them. Autoresponders do for us, not only for network marketers, but for any type of small business, what TV advertising does for the large corporations. If you think about it, most products that are advertised are already known. However, they still keep being advertised because they know that it is not enough to just know about them, you also have to remember them. This is exactly what autoresponders do for us. By regularly sending out emails that we have prepared, they remind our prospects of our presence, our products, and our opportunity. And they do that in an extremely discreet way, without awkward phone calls, which, truth be told, can seem pushy to our prospects. So autoresponders send out emails regularly at set intervals that we chose. And they send these emails to prospective partners that haven't made up their minds yet, to customers, or to any other category of people we want, depending on our strategy. Sales funnel is a brand new technique applied by network marketers or other business owners. This method is a bit complicated and I won't analyze it in depth right now, but the main idea is this. We drive traffic to a lead capture page, and as more and more people fill in their details, we therefore build a list of high quality prospects. The prospects are considered high quality because they themselves chose to be included on our list based on the content that we have on our lead capture page. After they join our list, after they fill in their details in the lead capture page, we drive them to our sales page. This could be an invitation to a webinar, a web page with a plan of our MLM, in which they will be asked to join our business. If they join our business or buy our product, that's great. But even if they don't, we can still market to them and remind them of our products or our opportunity by emails that will be sent by our autoresponders. This is completely automatically. Our lead capture pages are connected with our autoresponders. This is the general idea of how sales funnel works. Obviously, this technique is suitable for any kind of business, but for network marketers is extremely valuable since it protects them from rejection on the one hand, and on the other hand, it's building them a list on autopilot. Virtual products or else info products. What's almost magical about virtual products from a business point of view is that once we make back the initial investment in the creation or the purchase of that product, anything we sell beyond that point is pure profit. The cost is the same regardless of whether we sell 10 products, 100 or 1000. A little over a year ago, experienced successful network marketers coming from different backgrounds created a company that provides electronic tools to help in the continuous growth and support needs of a network. These tools can be used for any MLM or network marketing company in the world. Some of these tools are the following with a short description. Lead capture pages and personalized lead capture pages. As we already mentioned, these tools fulfill three equally important roles. First, once we learn their correct use, they will grow our list almost automatically. Second, they will spare us from going through the hard process of personally meeting strangers to prospect for our network. And finally, they will allow us to speak only with the prospects that have asked themselves for more information. Autoresponders. As our list grows, and depending on our company and the strategy we follow, we can create a series of emails that will be sent automatically to any new member on our list. Webinars. We also have the ability to create online meetings in which the members of our team or their prospects can participate from their own homes through their computer screen, listen to our voice, see us and ask us any questions they might have. We also have training videos regarding subjects such as how to use Facebook or Twitter to find new prospects, etc. We also have detailed instructions on how to use all these tools. Obviously, those tools are useful not only for network marketers, but for any professional or business who wishes to use the internet to approach new clients or keep in touch with existing clientele. All these and more are modern tools to grow any business, not just an MLM business, but any kind of business. What is impressive about this company is that they decided to do network marketing backwards. They created the tools and instead of selling them directly to network marketers and professionals, they decided to sell them through network marketing. So we have a company selling electronic tools designed to support MLM companies through MLM. Now I'm going to show you this company's business plan. Before talking about the cost though, I want to make something perfectly clear. Even though these tools are sold through MLM, you are by no means required to grow a network for this company. You can just as well be a user of these tools and nothing more. But if you think about it, it would be unreasonable for tools that are made for network marketers to not be distributed through network marketing. Now the cost. If all these tools were to be bought separately through the conventional way, they would cost a few hundreds of dollars every month, and maybe even more at first if you didn't have programming skills and you needed somebody to set them up for you. For example, just for webinars, you would be paying from $30 to $100 per month, and about the same for autoresponders, so on. At the company we're talking about, the yearly cost isn't thousands of dollars. It's not even hundreds of dollars. The sign-up cost is $40, and the monthly membership is $10 per month. With $10 per month, we get all these tools that we need. Lead capture pages, personalized lead capture pages, autoresponders, webinars, full training to use them, and much more. Those $10 are also the consumption of each of the network's members that you will see below. However, I want to be clear about this. In most MLMs, the company gives back at the network 20 to 25% of the turnover that is generated. That's the general rule in most companies. At the following business plan, 75% of the created turnover is paid back to the network. The reason that this is happening is that these products are virtual, and so there are no packing and shipping costs and so on. We sign up with $40. We pay this once and never again. From then on, we pay $10 every month for however long we choose to be a member. Those $10, as we mentioned, are also the consumption of each member of the network, which means there are no members that don't consume. Being a member of the network equals with consumption. As opposed to classic network marketing, we can't have unlimited people in our front line. As a matter of fact, we can't have more than 2 people in our front line. The model we use is called 2x14 forced matrix. It grows like this. If we sponsor 2 people, they are placed directly beneath us. The next 2 though will be placed underneath these 2 people. The same happens with the next people we sponsor. That way a huge dynamic is developed. Someone who hasn't enrolled a single person ends up with a team. That happens given the fact that at least one of his uplines keeps sponsoring people. If someone is interested in just using the tools and he never sponsors anyone, nevertheless he will eventually end up with a team. Essentially what happens is that whoever becomes a member can participate in the success of the network. If the network grows, which does not depend on him since he is not sponsoring people, he will profit. If not, he will not. There are 3 ways for someone to profit, 3 kinds of bonuses. The fast start bonus, the matrix bonus and the matching bonus. The first and the third are only for those people who build a network. These are only for people who sponsor other people. The second is also for those who are just members without sponsoring anyone. So I will start from that. Matrix bonus. For every person that is placed in our matrix, that means in our downline, we will earn $0.25 each month. This applies for every person regardless if we personally sponsor them or not. We take advantage of the matrix bonus all the way to the 12th level of depth if we never sponsor anyone, and up to the 14th level if we sponsor people. Details about how this bonus works you can see in your back office. I will guide you there later. In the ideal scenario where a matrix fills completely up to the 12th level, it pays $2,046 per month. $2,000 for someone who never sponsored a single person. Of course, it should be noted that this is an ideal scenario, that even if and when it happens, it will take a lot of time for it to happen. At the 14th level, the matrix pays more than $8,000 each month. The company that we are talking about exists for about a year and a half, and it already has more than 80,000 members. As we mentioned earlier, signing up costs $40 and each month $10. That means that every new member pays $50 to start. Fast start bonus is the following. For every new person we personally enroll, we get a one-time fee of $25. 25 out of the $50 is the bonus for every new sign-up. This bonus is paid to whoever actually sponsored the new person, regardless of where it is placed in the matrix, regardless of whether it's placed on our front line or anywhere deeper. Also, there is no limit at how many members someone can sponsor and how many times they can qualify for this bonus. This bonus, even though it isn't recurring passive income, which is one of the main goals in MLM, has the advantage that it answers the need for immediate income. It combines the immediate profit with the procedure of growing and building the network. Matching bonus. No matter how attractive and innovative you found the Fast Start and the Matrix bonus, the matching bonus is even better. In short, it is this. For every member you have personally sponsored, you are paid extra from any money you are already getting from the rest of the bonuses, a bonus equal to 50% of what they are paid from the Matrix bonus. That means that if you have personally sponsored 20 members, no matter if they actively sponsor or not, and let's say each of them is earning 200 euros or dollars every month from the Matrix bonus, you will receive an extra 100 euros or dollars for each of them, which means 2000 extra euros just from this bonus. And that is just the tip of the iceberg. From the second generation is the people we sponsored, we get, due to the matching bonus, 20% from what they are making from the Matrix bonus. For our third generation, we get 10%, our fourth generation 5% of their earnings, and fifth generation 3% of their Matrix bonus earnings. Details on exactly how this works and how you can qualify, you can find in your back office. I will guide you there later. Matching bonuses end up paying to the active networker much more than the rest of the bonuses combined. It allows us to build an income of $2,000 or $8,000 way earlier, before we fill up the 12th or the 14th level. This of course means with much less members. To sum up, with $10 membership, every member has the following benefits. First of all, the right to grow the network and get an additional income. Second, the opportunity to benefit from the network's growth if it goes well, regardless of whether they sponsor or not. And third, the virtual products, lead capture pages, autoresponders, webinars, so on. All of us can use this network in many ways depending on the strategy we will choose. We can just use the tools to find new prospects through the internet for our current MLM company. We can suggest both our main company and these tools to our prospects. We can use it as an entry level of a sales funnel we can create. We can also use this network for people who want an immediate income but aren't willing to go into sales. A big advantage of this business plan is that it combines the growth of a network with the creation of instant income. Essentially, from the 40 euros, from the $50 turnover a member creates when sponsoring someone, he gets up keeping half of the money he created. Finally, I will explain the concept of the cutoff day. By clicking at the link below, you will be directed to your back office. When that back office is created, you become a free pre-enrollee and you are placed temporarily in the matrix. Let me make this clear. By clicking on the link below, the Get Started link, you will be directed to this form. By filling out this form, you will be directed to your back office. It looks like this. Through our back office, we can investigate anything we want from within. We will get to know the tools and the company growth rate. When the back office is created, a temporary position is reserved until Tuesday or Friday midnight, depending on when you are watching this business plan. In other words, if from now until the cutoff day somebody signs up, he will be placed under your temporary position even though he became a full paid member. Even if we decide to become a full member after him, we will keep our place above him. If we don't become a paid member until the cutoff day, then we lose our temporary spot and we will get a new temporary spot at the bottom of the matrix until the next cutoff day. Generally speaking, if you are interested in signing up, it would be best to do it before the cut-off day. By clicking the Get Started link, you will be forwarded to this form that asks for your information. This form is in English. Nobody will have access to your data but me. You will see my name in the upper right corner. Once you do this, you reserve the next free spot in the matrix and you get your temporary back office. From then on, you have two choices. You either become a full member by the next cut-off day, Tuesday or Friday midnight. You will need a prepaid debit or credit card to do this, or you will want to contact me personally so we can answer any questions you might have before you make the decision. The best way we can communicate is through Skype. You will find my Skype number on your back office by clicking on the My Enroller link on your back office. To become a full member, click on the Join link on the upper right corner of your back office and follow the simple instructions. You are one of the first people in your country that learns about this new idea. You have the chance to be one of the first, not only in a new company, but in a new generation MLM, in a new way of building a network. After you sign up, I will personally be right by your side for anything you might need. I am extremely motivated to build this network in many different countries, and I'm willing to do whatever it takes to make that happen. So I will help you any way I can. Also, like in any other MLM company, success depends on other people succeeding. Now proceed to your back office, click on the link below, and I hope we can talk soon.